RedZoneSports.bet, the British home of American sports.
Hi guys, and welcome to this week's episode of the SportsHeads NBA Edition PICKEMS episode. My name is Tori, and I am accompanied with Steve and Nick.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Last show, 2017.
It is.
Ooh.
This is the final
Kinda sad.
one.
Kind of sad, but not that
It's
sad.
exciting, though, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
So anyway, let's dive into PICKEMS, I guess.
Talk some NBA.
I was going to say, I could definitely keep talking about the future looking bright, but we will start off with Saturday's games. There's two games that I want to talk about. So we've got the Sixers at the Denver Nuggets.
I love this game.
Do you?
I really
do.
like this
I knew
game.
you
I
would.
think this is going to be fun. I mean, I've
You
talked
like
about
the
the
Nuggets
Nuggets.
game,
I
really,
do
don't
like
you?
the Nuggets.
Yeah.
They're tremendous thing to watch. And you've got the up-and-coming Sixers as well. So it's one of those games where you can take a look at somebody different in the NBA rather than you know the Warriors and all that sort of thing. I think this will be a really good game. I think the Sixers have to be better on the road, and this is one of those games where they need to kind of figure that one out. The Nuggets are playing tremendously well at home at the moment, after playing very well on the road. Now they're going to come back home. Now they've got to try and win this game. I think the Sixers have to dominate the boards in this one and keep control of the ball, which they found that quite difficult lately. But I still fancy the Nuggets to be able to win this one.
I'm going to go with Denver as well. 12-3 at home, which is, you know, fantastic record. But Philly, I again, I touch on the other show. They're up and coming. They're thereabouts, but they're just not strong enough yet for me. And Denver, you know, Jokic was mentioned. I think that's going to be a good matchup. Jokic and Embiid, if Embiid plays. But yeah, Denver for me.
I'm going to go with the Sixers.
You weren't out.
Cause.
All right. Well,
We also have
Yeah.
One wrong.
Timberwolves at the Pacers.
for me, I'm going to go Minnesota in this one. All the reasons we've mentioned before. They're playing well. Look, defensively, they're good. Yeah, the Pacers. I like what they're doing, but they're not in Minnesota's league right now for me.
See, the Pacers play very well at home. 11-7 at home. The Timberwolves are 10-7 on the road. This could come down to whether or not Oladipo plays in this one, because he sat out the last game against the Mavs. If he doesn't go, then I can see Timberwolves easily winning this. But I mean, as I've said before, Butler and Wiggins are playing tremendously well right
Those big
now.
men.
I mean, Towns is also playing really, really well. Indiana's never been an easy place for a lot of teams to go and win.
It's true.
But I don't see how you can make a case at the moment for Indiana winning this one. Minnesota on the rise. I expect Minnesota to win this one.
We're all
Agreed.
in agreement on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're moving over to the new year. We go to Monday's game. We've got the Bucks at the Raptors.
Good game.
I think
You? No?
I would have been more excited about this game maybe a couple of weeks ago. I think the Bucks at the moment have hit kind of a bit of a wall, and I don't think the Bucks are playing the style for the players they have compared to their coach. I've said this about Orlando in the past, and I'll say it again about Milwaukee, is that they play this defensive system, whereas for me, I think they should be running up and down the court, using their athletic ability. You've got Giannis, you've got Eric Bledsoe, but they seem to just kind of like play this stifled offense where the ball doesn't move, it just sticks, and therefore then the shot clock runs down. They then don't get the shot they want. They get killed on the boards as well. I'm not a big fan of this Milwaukee team right now, and I think Toronto, back in the friendly confines of being at home, I think they can win this one. Toronto said they've only lost one game at home all season.
That's it.
Toronto will win this one. Milwaukee, they're in a bit of trouble.
I've gone with Toronto as well, 12-1 at home. But I go the other way. I know what you mean by Milwaukee. They do seem to a team in transition right now. But even though they're losing, I liked what they're doing. When I've watched their games recently, I'm quite impressed. I see them going in a direction. I don't know if it's the right direction, but they're going somewhere. I think it'll be a closer game than you think, but Toronto wins.
I think it'll be a close game, but 5-5 in the last 10. As I say, for me, they just don't move the ball. They've got to move the ball much better. I think they've got a defensive-orientated coach, and they have got defensive players. But I think I would like to see them kind of up their pace a bit.
Players as well.
Yeah, I'd like to see them up their pace a bit.
I agree with that.
we're then moving to Wednesday, starting off with the Spurs at the Sixers. So Sixers now going to be at home.
I honestly think this could be an interesting one. I think Sixers are playing like they need to be a lot better at home. They're playing good on the road, but at home, I don't know what it is. They've got a below 500 record at home right now. The Spurs are who we think they are. They finally got healthy. They've got Kawhi back. They've got Tony Parker back. I think this should be a Spurs win, and I think we'll take another look at the Sixers and go, you're really not a playoff team.
That's what I think it is too. It's a good matchup to see where the 76ers, how they are against the better teams. But same thing, Spurs for me in this one.
Yeah.
It's too much, too good, too strong.
Next up, kind of a big game. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
No, about 4 weeks ago, because I've got my dates in December and not January. Nah. So we have Cavs at the Celtics. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I don't think it's necessarily going to go in my favour, but I think it'll be a good game.
Well, it depends. I mean, Isaiah Thomas's schedule, there's rumored he'll be back for this one, which brings a whole nother dimension to the game itself. Whether he does or doesn't come back, we'll see. But regardless, I think the Cavs will win this one. I do. I like Boston, how they're playing and everything we said. But again, it's a statement game.
Yeah.
And LeBron, all the eyes are going to be on this game, and LeBron can, shut up any competition he has.
He likes a hype game.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
I think everyone's going to talk about obviously Kyrie against LeBron. That's going to be obviously the first big storyline. Then if Thomas then plays, that's going to be an additional storyline. Again, for me, it comes down to whether the Celtics can get that second scorer and whether or not they can knock down that three consistently. Because at the moment, they seem to be a bit up and down with that one. The Cavs seem to have a bit of a Christmas hangover. Not only did they lose on Christmas Day, but they then lost the next one as well. They've got to kind of straighten this thing out. I mean, I think it's a bit of a blip, don't get me wrong, but the Celtics at home, I honestly think the Celtics will win this one. It could go either way.
Yeah,
it's going to be a very, very good game. But
I don't think we'll be surprised either way.
No.
It could be like, okay, yeah, that's fair.
No, I mean, the Celtics are only 14-5 at home, which for a team that's one of the upper teams in the playoff rankings isn't a great home record. But I honestly think the Celtics will win this one. I really do. I think Kyrie will want to come out and make a statement against LeBron.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of statements.
This is for me one of those games where you go, yeah, I want to watch this and maybe even watch it a second time around.
Yeah.
It's a really good game.
If Isaiah Thomas comes back in that one, I expect him to,
Ruffles
who knows
feathers.
what condition he'll be in. But
exactly. He's not going to get much playing time
Yeah.
anyway because they're going to try and bring him along slowly, you would hope.
Yeah, you would hope.
But I think it's going to come down to who shoots better from the outside.
I agree with that.
If the Celtics shoot better from three, I think they win this. But again, it's got to come down to Celtics have got to get that secondary scorer. They cannot just rely on Kyrie. Kyrie could go for 50 and they could still lose this game.
Well, I think this is one with LeBron. He will not let Cleveland lose. I don't see that happening in this game.
Interesting to see what sort of a
It's a
reaction
huge game from LeBron.
the certain players get in this one.
Yeah, but it's good. It's this is what you want. Big matchups where there's something on the line and two teams don't like each other. I mean that's why we watch. So I'm hoping
That's
for
the NBA, I guess.
There you go.
There you go. So that's the end of our Pick'ems episode. So keep an eye out on the games, see if the guys and myself, because I piped up today, who's right. And until then, Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace.
You gotta keep your eye on the ball, boys. Check out our latest hoops offer. RedZoneSports.bet, the British home of American sports.